Well, hi there. We're just getting ready here in our hotel in Clinton for our adventure, 240 miles on the Katy Trail. Looks a little cool and damp out there today. Forecast is for a little bit of rain, so we're getting prepared for that. Be nice not to have to do it on our first day, but maybe we'll get done with and it'll be over with for the rest of the trip. We're heading to Sedalia in about 40 miles. So we'll see how it goes. It rained pretty heavy yesterday. We'll see how the trail, what condition it's in. So enjoy the video and we'll catch back with you as we go along. Now we're just leaving the hotel here in Clinton. A little break in the rain. Hopefully it'll keep up for a couple hours like they predict. So we're heading to the trailhead for the Katy Trail right now. Having fun, Julie?
Yeah, can't wait. We're all ready. We're all ducked out, so the rain shouldn't completely freeze us.
Our first 2 miles from the hotel, the Hampton Inn, to the trailhead, we had to go along the city streets, but it was a pretty easy ride. Here we are coming into the parking lot for the start of the Katy Trail here in Clinton. As you can see, it's pretty wet, it's raining, a little chilly, probably about 50 some degrees. Not much wind at this point, so that was okay.
Well, here we are at the Clinton trailhead, starting our trip on the Katy Trail. Plan is to go all the way to St. Joseph, 240 miles. We're gonna St. Charles. Thank you, Joel.
Wrong saint.
Yep. Anyhow, we're here. It's a little bit rainy day, but right now it's not raining, so we're gonna try to get as many miles as we can. Going to Sedalia. Looks like about 37 miles, so we'll see how it goes. The trail looks like it's in pretty good shape even after all the rain. So come along with us.
All stuff fit on my bike, so we're off and rolling. You can see Julie has 2 Pen Airs. I have 1 and a water bag from our kayaking because I thought I had 4 Pen Airs, but when we started packing I only had 3, so I adapted. First part of the trail out of Clinton goes along the highway, and the first probably 10 miles or so of the trail follows the highway, but as you can see just ahead of Julie there, it goes into the trees, so it's not so bad. You don't really hear or see the cars too much. Here's a section with the trees are starting to flower out. We are just at the beginning, I think, of the spring flowers and things like that, and you'll see as we go along it gets greener and more flowers are coming out on the Katy. A lot of agricultural land along the trail in this first part. You're out in the countryside. First of many, many railroad bridges that we'll cross. I don't know why, I just have a real thing for these railroad bridges and take a lot of video of them, so hopefully I won't bore you too much with it. You can see the trail is a crushed limestone. Here we are coming into Calhoun, first small town, and it's 12 miles into our trip. So far the trail had been good shape. Pretty hard, a little soft at points. You can feel your back moving around a little bit on you. Nice little rest place right here at the trailhead in Calhoun. And then we're off after some stretching and some snacks and water. It's nice to stop at the trailheads and stretch every 10 miles or so to keep those muscles limber. You can see we're wearing our rain gear. Julie has her helmet cover on, her rain jacket, rain pants. I don't wear the rain pants. I get too hot with those. Some Missouri longhorn cattle. We were kind of amazed at how much cattle we saw in Missouri. Here we are coming into the outskirts of Windsor, the first major town that we're going to hit on the way to Sedalia, probably the only major town. And at this point the trail was getting really, really soft, and it was starting to rain a bit, pick up with rain. Julie rolling into the depot here in Windsor. And at most of the major towns they have nice depots with covers and a lot of historical information and stuff about the trail. It's really nice. Well, after a little stretching, a snack, some water, we're headed back out on the trail. Got 20 miles to go to get to our hotel in Sedalia, and the weather app was telling us the rain was coming. The Rock Island Spur, this is part of the Katy Trail that heads towards Kansas City. It's not quite all the way there, but maybe in a future trip we'll start up in Kansas City and come along. You can see the trail heading towards Kansas City here. These fields were really, really pretty, sort of a violet purple color. Turns out it was a clover in the fields. Reminded me a bit of being in France.
Well, we just went past Windsor about 3 miles ago. The trail's getting really soft. I think they had a lot more rain here. It's getting tough to ride. So hopefully we can make it next 16 miles, but it's getting pretty tough.
Well, a little bit of whining there, but well deserved. Slogging our way up to the high point here at 955 feet in elevation. There's not a lot of elevation gain and loss on the Katy Trail, but the first 2 days were a lot hillier than I was expecting. As you can see with the trail, crushed limestone, you run into a lot of branches and stuff, so you have to pay attention, make sure you're not going to flip one of those up into your spokes and cause problems. Again, another field of clover here. First part of the trip I was taking a lot of pictures of them, and after a while you become second nature, just sort of there. But very beautiful none the same. Coming into our last depot stop, Green Ridge, Missouri. Stop here and take a rest. It was getting kind of chilly. The wind was picking up. The rain was starting to really fall. Heading out of town here, you can see how soft the trail is getting. You see Julie's tire marks ahead of me pretty pronounced in the crushed limestone. So we had about 10 miles or so to get to our hotel from this point. Had to start going to my GoPro as I ran out of battery juice on my Osmo new action cam that I got, which I was very impressed with, by the way. You can tell the audio is much better with that. A chorus of Katy Trail frogs on the side there with all the water. Luckily the trail had gotten pretty firm again, so we were able to make good time heading these last few miles into Sedalia.
Well, we're getting there. Probably about 4.5 more miles to the hotel in Sedalia. Starting to rain pretty good, but we're getting rain gear. Actually too hot as always, but it's been a rough first day, but it's a beautiful trail here. Looking forward to tomorrow when the sun's out and it's warm.
We were using sandals. We thought we'd ridden in the rain before and your shoes just get soaked, so we decided we'll just bring some sandals with us to ride in the rain and just have some socks on. And that worked a lot better because you can dry out the socks pretty quick. This backyard is a little much for my taste, but it was still kind of interesting with all the yard decorations and so forth. We're getting into Sedalia here. Here's the trailhead at the fairgrounds. This is the point we're going to diverge from the trail and head to our hotel, which is on the outskirts of Sedalia. Riding the road here in the rain through the fairgrounds, people were very, very courteous. You can see moving over, slowing down a bit.
As you can see, I think we're getting here just in time. Looks like a big bit of rain coming, so we're almost to the hotel. Hope we make it before it starts getting really heavy.
Well, hi there. We're in our hotel in Sedalia. We got here just in the nick of time. It started to really rain, and then once we got in the room, we could see lightning going. So good timing to get here just in time. Nice 40-mile day. It's a beautiful trail through after going along the road for a little bit out of Clinton, it veered off into countryside, and very, very scenic, very remote. We're the only people riding today because it was pretty cold and misty and rainy, and the trail was pretty soft from the town of Windsor. The trail was really soft, and all the way to the highest point on the Katy Trail, 955 feet, I believe. It was quite a slug for those 5 miles or so through there, but otherwise most of the trail was pretty good. It was soft in spots.
But hopefully tomorrow with the sun, we'll get a later start and let the trail harden up, and we'll be able to fly along to Boonville. See you tomorrow. Despite the rain, it was a really enjoyable run. It turned out to be a 40-mile ride for us with the extra mileage from the hotels. And the trail is very, very remote once we got past that first 10 miles and out in the countryside.
As always, thank you for watching our video. Like it if you liked it. Please comment and subscribe so you can stay current with our adventures. We'd love to have you come along with us.